4th of July dilemma. Do you choose to work? Do you choose to party? How do you choose to spend your day? I chose today to work on my business and to come out here to the Cove and set up as a vendor. So with certain things like 4th of July or the Super Bowl, birthdays, these markers of days that people have in their mind in terms of what we should be doing collectively, that's all up to you, because going off of content that I've done before on various issues, one of them being entrepreneurship and manifesting the life that you want, you got to get rid of some of these distractions. So in the example of 4th of July, do what you feel you want to do. So if you're very patriotic, if you're very into USA, red, white, and blue, 4th of July party, American, do what you're gonna do. But say you're somebody out there who has a business, who has a goal, who has a dream, you might not be working on it. You might be procrastinating. You might also be getting negative feedback from family and friends and people that you know, and you're not really pursuing your goals, you're not really pursuing your higher self. So for example, I bring that up to say someone might call you and be like, oh, there's this 4th of July party going on, or there's this fireworks show, or there's some kind of event, there's some barbecue, and you can decide, do you go there? Do you go to that barbecue? Do you go to that event? Do you go to the fireworks show? Do you go to the party where there's a likely chance everyone's gonna be drinking, having a good time, which is nothing wrong with that. But you have that business that you're trying to start. You have that venture, you have that goal, you have that dream, you have that thing that you're trying to work on, that art, that craft. And so who's to say that you can't use today to work on that? Why does it just have to be the day to be patriotic? Why couldn't you be patriotic if that's what you choose to do? Why couldn't you be patriotic the other 364 days and work on your business today? Whatever you choose to do, all I'm saying is don't get trapped into these cycles, these patterns, these mindsets that other people put you in. So a guy myself at 27, there might be a 27-year-old out there, starts texting a bunch of people or in person like, hey, there's this fireworks show, there's this 4th of July party, there's this barbecue. Well, me, I chose to set up my business today. Now that I've decided to go self-employed since June 12th, I gotta work. I gotta come out here and do it. Regardless of how my buffs do in sales or the other products that I have on my table right now for consignment, I made the choice to leave my last job, Spirit of the Environment, selling the tie-dye for a nonprofit, where I got commission. All the tie-dye was made, the warehouse driver brought it to the location, I just sold. So it was an independent job, still being here as a vendor at the beach, but I made the decision to leave that and to start my own table, my own brand, where I'm doing 100% of what I'm doing. So in order to stay self-employed, there's a little bit of irony with that, because you might have that friend or that family member that they're working the 9 to 5 and they don't like it and they do it year after year. And so to them, a weekend or a 4th of July or a holiday is like, oh, well, of course there's like some event to go to, right? It's their day off from their pattern. But they might not be understanding your pattern or your perspective on that. Whereas if everybody else is off today, it being a Sunday and being a holiday, the 4th of July, if everyone else is off, with something like I'm doing, it makes sense to come out here and work. See, but then you get into those conflicts with people of, oh, our group always goes to this person's house for this 4th of July party. You don't want to go this year? You don't want to hang out? What's going on? I think James is mad at us. I think Mike's mad at us. I think Rick is mad at us. Those dumb little group dynamics. Because you're making the decision to do something with your day outside of their perspective on what they think people should be doing. You're trying to advance in life. You're trying to go up the ladder. It's like a group that just sits there and drinks all the time at a bar. Someone in the group becomes a bartender. That group didn't mind when they were paying other bartenders every week at various bars, but when it's someone in their own group going to the other side of that table, collecting the money off of the people drinking and off the alcoholics, now there's a problem, because it's someone from within, someone from their own group. Does someone from their own group deciding to be a bartender, does that highlight someone else in the group being an alcoholic? Because they're from the same place, they think they're equals. So Why is this person ruffling feathers? Why is this person implying that they deserve or are going to achieve a different position than the rest of us? So this is the dilemma that you face on every day, just dealing with people, but especially holidays and things that just clump us together because some group said so. It could be a religious holiday, Christians with Christmas. I was born to a Catholic school. I went to Catholic school from preschool through 12th grade, and I didn't have a family that like pushed anything on me, and I have a very open-minded, loving family, so I just went to a Catholic school. I was never like told, hey, this is just what it is, everybody else is wrong. I was able to formulate my own opinions on that. How's it going, guys? Good. But still, regardless, these groups and that people put themselves in, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, whatever, they might have some certain day, or this time of the year you don't eat this certain thing, or you do this certain practice. So you're the person that's going against something by the perspective of those people. It starts to ruffle feathers. They don't get your movements, they don't get your ideas, they don't get your philosophies, they don't get the change, they don't get the growth. They don't get the different path. They don't get the different track, the different mindset. What could you know that they don't know? What could you have discovered that they haven't discovered? What could you have tapped into that they have not tapped into? And that's how everybody's gonna think about it. So you wake up and you have the choice. So something like deciding to be self-employed and start my own business, if I have one of those people that's like, hey, do you wanna hang out, go to this 4th of July party, and then next February, hey, there's a Super Bowl party, you wanna hang out this Sunday at this Super Bowl party? And I'm just like, no, I started a business, I gotta work that day, it's a weekend, and I'm in San Diego at the beach. It makes the most sense to be open on the weekend. With where I'm currently at in life and how I need to pay my bills, it doesn't make sense to hang out with a group of people talking about football or the 4th of July when they don't want to support their own group. How's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Got my buff line here on the left, everything else is consignment.
Gotcha. Cool stuff.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, so a group that doesn't support anybody, they want you to go hang out with them instead of doing what you need to do. So say that group is saying, hey Mason, come to this 4th of July party. They take it all personal, whether it's a family member or a friend or whatever, that you can't hang out because you're deciding to go be a salesman today. It's all about money, right? But then when you're at the 4th of July party or the Super Bowl party, they turn on TV and just support a stranger doing it, right? There's a baseball game, they're supporting that player getting his contract. Football game, they're supporting that player getting his contract. Basketball game, they're supporting that player getting his contract. Netflix show, they're supporting the actor. Regular TV, it's commercial, they're supporting the people that got paid to be in that commercial, right? So they invited you over for this event out of the sake of keeping the family together or keeping the friends together, but they're taking you away from your sales. And even too, getting interrupted here when people come up to my table while I'm filming a YouTube video. A lot of people pass by, there's thousands of people here. So sometimes people glance, sometimes people walk by and don't care at all. Sometimes someone's gonna wanna come buy something, I'm gonna have to stop the video in order to facilitate that with a customer. But how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. I have every hat here is gonna be 30 for the American ones and the La Jolla, 25 for the rest.
Do you have any transit book houses that say something for San Diego?
They don't, they all say La Jolla on them. Appreciate it, guys.
It's a very specific thing on both.
Yeah, I get you. So yeah, for example, customer comes up, she wants a bucket hat, and I just walked up to the consignment store a couple minutes ago to get a restock. I got this one bucket hat that's white, says La Jolla, where I'm at right now in San Diego, and I got a black one with the white lettering. Got gray ones with no logos, but she was looking for one that said San Diego specifically, which is funny because I've sold tie-dye for the organization over there where our stuff says San Diego, and then you get the person that asks, oh, do you have anything that says La Jolla on it? So when I started my buff brand, being here in La Jolla, I put La Jolla on it, and a lot of the items here have La Jolla. Some of the amber magnets and different items have San Diego. But it's one of those things, like I was saying and bringing it back to the point of the video, that person calls you up to go to this 4th of July party where you're gonna support strangers, right? So you're paying the people on the TV that you guys are all watching. You're tuning out of your own lives out of your own conversations with the people you're actually hanging out with to support some other people just for the sake of saying that we're the friends or the family that are having this party. But there's no support here. It's this big struggle that you would rather not hang out with those people and start your business. They don't get why you're out here thinking that the tourist is more important than them. We've known you your whole life. Why would you want to go meet new tourists and not hang out with us? And so they don't understand it. They don't want to pay your bills. They don't want to support you. And then they don't understand when you just don't have the time to do what they're doing. They want to go and support, like I said, they're just going to invite you over to that Super Bowl party, that 4th of July party. You're going to turn on TV and watch some millionaire doing whatever. And then you're going to drink some beer or whatever that you bought from a store, which is a business. The beer is a business. The car that you drove to the store and back is a business. You purchased the car from somebody. The couch you're sitting on at that 4th of July party was paid for at a store, which someone built that was paid for. Just, you start to notice that, the day-to-day stuff. It's always like every item in someone's house, from the shampoo to the patio decorations to the plates and the cups, every single thing about a person's life is just constantly in support and paying other people. But when it's time for you to be successful, when it's time for you to make a little bit of money, when it's time for you to go up the ladder, there's all those distractions. Like I said, our group always hangs out every 4th of July at this one person's house. This is year 10 in a row. What do you mean you don't want to go? What are you trying to be? Mike changed, man. Joe changed. John changed. Just the stupid stuff. Because you made the decision to do something. And like I said, those people, they're used to the 4th of July party because they're just the 9-to-5ers, and they're always off on 4th of July. They're always off on a weekend. So that's just their thing to do. It's like the party, it's the fireworks show, it's all that, which is not a bad thing in and of itself. That's perfectly fine. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Doing good?
Which is that hot?
25. Yeah. So, all the hats here, 25. The American ones in La Jolla, 30.
Great, thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Enjoy your day. But yeah, getting back on track with this. So today's a busy day, as you can tell. In my videos, sometimes I'll get interrupted once or twice. I've had a really good sales morning this morning. Walked up to the store, took a break a little bit because I need to restock, and then taking a little bit of a break with my videos. But if I choose to go with that person, like I'm mentioning in the example of the video, if I choose to, okay, you guilt trip me into not hanging out with the group, so I'm gonna not come out today, not make any money, not meet people, not expand my life. You end up going to that 4th of July party, and it's just a bunch of kooks drinking, no sense of the group. They might be overly patriotic to the point, they might be overly patriotic to the point of just like, yeah, America and beer and burgers and hot dogs and we fought for our right to be here in this country and all that stuff, which is fine to believe, fine to have that mindset, but it's like they're just so inaccurate with what their own group is doing a lot of times. Everything about that group hanging out is fixated, like I said, on supporting other people. And when you get cerebral to that, you can see that day to day. So the group's hanging out at this 4th of July party. You're all on a couch that was paid for by somebody else. And you're drinking beer, eating food that you paid someone else for. You're probably watching television, putting on music that's another artist. If anyone in the room was trying to build couches or furniture for a living, if anyone in the room was trying to go audition for a commercial, if anyone in the room was trying to have grapes in their backyard and crush them, make their own wine, if anyone in the room was trying to be a musician to play music at other people's parties, anytime it's you, there's always a problem with it. Painting just fell down with the wind. But yeah, anytime it's you, there's always an issue with it. So this is the dilemma you face. I made the topic of this video based on today, the 4th of July dilemma. Do you go and party? Do you go to the fireworks show? Do you go to the barbecue? Do you hang out with other people, the patriotic thing? Do you follow the masses? Or do you become the weird guy doing the different thing? Oh, everybody else is gonna be there at this party. Everyone else is gonna be there. You're not gonna be there? It's like, no, I'm gonna start a business. And I'm gonna make some money, and I'm gonna improve my life and meet somebody, and it's a party out here. right? It's just switch your mindset on it. So you have the choice. Do you succumb to what other people expect of you, or do you just decide, regardless of what the day is or what you should be doing, do you decide yourself what's best for you in that current moment of time?